How you guys don't hurt yourself, I have no clue. There. That's fun. You just killed yourself by running into the fire. Ooh, that guy's got some damage. Hey, buddy. How about you don't? There. I'm gonna get you. Come here. There we go. All right.
Should have been a cave of wonders. Look around. See if anything is left.
Well, I'm gonna do that. Let's see. Yeah. Man, they really put like a lot of the backstory in these documents for you to find. Now, granted, some of the ones in the world seem kind of worthless, like that. Oh, what was that? The one that just kept saying "You're funny, Lars." That one, I can't remember what it was called. Okay, I guess nothing else there. I mean, I could climb up that, which I guess is what I'm supposed to do. Oh, well, there is something up here. What are you?
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Okay. What's that over there? Anything? Well, it doesn't seem like anything else is really here, so I mean, I guess let's go. Wait, where am I supposed to go? Okay, I can't do that. So I go up here. Okay.
Welcome to Hades. Zero Dawn's Extinction Failsafe Protocol. The ultimate killer app.
I don't like your hair.
I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Color me confounded, Lizzie. Bashcore? Anyone who says the old TT codes to Bashcore is straight up lying, and you know it. Old Trav don't have no truck with commercialized razzle-dazz, nuh-uh. Heck, I'd rather guzzle a liter of Citarum runoff than listen to Grey swarm for 30 seconds. Hand to God and swear on my mother's grave. And she was religious. Nah, that ain't Bashcore blasting the Hades lab, shacking the walls, rattling folks' teeth. It's death metal, girl. Classical music, 80s and 90s mostly. Got me some Dutch deathcore, some Japanese gore grind, some Swedish cannibal themed stuff too. Stop by if you want to listen. Or heck, just come within 50 meters of the lab. Ain't no Bashcore you'll see or hear, rather in the screech that rends the air. And feel in the throbbing pulse of the floor and walls and ceiling swallowing you up like you was Jonah trapped in the gullet of gothic deathfish. Hallelujah! As for those requests to turn it down, no can do, Lizzie. This is how I code. Turn down my death metal? Might as well give up stimulants, chocolate malts, and industrial ancient vids. Or industrial accident vids. Last I heard, we was supposed to be coding Hades down here. Am I really supposed to code an Extinction Protocol without death metal to inspire me? Nah, I don't think so. Stay cool. Trav. Oh, I think that's my favorite one to do so far. Oh, give me another Trav one. Oh, yeah. This is Tate here. Just popped 3 blues, but I earned it. Finally figured out a Goldilocks solution to Guy's rather extreme executive authority. If it ain't worth 10 to 12 hours of dream time, what is? Before this, every usurpation protocol I designed failed in simulation because it was either too hard or too soft. Too hard, and it degraded the Gaia core. Sure, it pried her figurative fingers off of the figurative driving wheel so Hades could take control, but by breaking her fingers, sometimes her arms too, so that couldn't fly. Everything depends on Gaia taking control back after Hades, and has done its business. So we had to find a solution that didn't leave Gaia any worse for the wear. Too soft, and Gaia only pretended to relinquish control. In simulation after simulation, Hades would take command of the terraforming system reverse operations, only have Gaia lurk in the background, quietly re-reversing processes and falsifying telemetry to hide its interference. Sneaky. I swear, ain't nothing Gaia would do to keep life going, even if it's just simulated plant life. Turns out the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective code shell, preserving its integrity, then unseat it from command position so Hades can slip in to the figurative captain's chair and work its magic. Those blues are coming on strong now, so I'm not really describing it so clear, but pretty sure it'll work. Yeah, those blues are pretty strong. Guess it's time to sleep and bed. I'll be back to it tomorrow, alligators. He's so weird. Okay. Keep going, I guess. Do I have? Yeah, no, keep going. Wait. Wrong way. This way. Oh, we got another one. Looks like we got two, actually. From Samina to Travis, copying Elizabeth. Mr. Tate, this mail concerns Apollo Archive submission 000023876. Your 666th submission in just 5 days. And ooh, what a doozy. Despite earlier warnings, inappropriate materials, you chose to submit 265 holographic remasters of acknowledged classics of extreme exploitation cinema. Allow me, then, to thank you on 2 counts for giving me the pleasure of rejecting your submission, thereby co-signing your favorite Eastern European torture flicks and their ilk to the dust heap of oblivion. It truly warms my heart to know that I have saved future humanity from the ordeal of experiencing not just one, but all 16 installments of Making a Millipede. Don't worry, the Pasolini material has already been preserved. Extreme, perhaps, but art. 2, for clarifying a concept that has so long been ambiguous and ethically fraught for archivists such as myself, the definition of obscenity. You have freed me from the subjective quagmire embodied in Judge Potter's famous utterance, "I know it when I see it." Thanks to you, I can now apply a single objective criterion. If Travis Tate submitted it, it's obscene. Accordingly, I've directed Apollo staff to summarily reject all of your future submissions, sight unseen. Perhaps you might invest the time you would have spent preparing further submissions on, your assigned work. We have a world to save after all, or the rest of us do anyway. Wow, Samina's mean. Although Travis is an idiot, so I don't blame her. Okay, keep going.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Okay, so now I'm... Oh, yes. I'm in. Okay, there are certain things that I'm going to have to look at, right? Yeah, look at that. Ooh. Okay, so let's grab this one first. The ectogenic chamber arrived 2 days ago. I have spent the last 36 hours examining them and poring over technical documentation. Their revelation... astonishing. I don't know what you had to give Far Zenith in trade to get these chambers, but it was worth it. In a single heap, their embryologists have vaulted past 50 years of technological shortcomings. The risk of ECMO resolved. Nutrition delivery resolved. Hormonal stability resolved. 12 other risk areas resolved. Before I examined these chambers, I considered the Odyssey to be a fool's errand, but if the rest of FZ's technology is at this level, well... a human colony around Sirius doesn't seem so impossible after all. Mass fabrication of the chambers will present a number of challenges, but I'm confident they can be resolved. I'm going to rest for a few hours and get back to it. Expect a fabrication plan within the 48 hours. PBK. Oh man, we got a lot. Okay, what do we got here? Cradle Servitor Persona. From Patrick Brochard Klein. Development of the artificial persona for Cradle Servitors, Nutrer, Disciplinary Healer, continues at a good pace. We are targeting turning 0.4 of these constructs. This should allow low-grade empathy and limited improvisation without undermining adherence to the codified behavior sets. The stimulation-driven switching of persona, however, is proving to be a greater software challenge than anticipated, especially concerning their entrenched feedback loops between the disciplinarian and healer persona. I have also attached the reports from the incident where a servitor running the mother persona intervened on the disciplinary servitor's behavior. A parental argument, if you will, assuming on first glance perhaps, but deeply concerning. I have attached a comprehensive plan for correcting these active protocol shortcomings in just blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oh, we got another one over here. We got whatever the heck this thing is. Oh, there's a holo projector. Where? Did I miss you? There you are.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
All right. Let's at least scan that in. There we go. Now, we should only have one more to listen to, at least in this room. Do I press anything here? No. Okay. Cradle sealed. Eleuthia 01 was successfully sealed before the swarm advancing across Xinjiang, I guess, Providence could detect it. Ping back from crucial systems is good for maiden voyage success. Regarding my disputes with the betas over zygote selection, of course I understand we have limited overhead to run simulations of gene flow in our future humans, but we can all agree there is a margin of refinement in the future cradle populations. Donk, I don't know what that means, in an email. In addition to personally overseeing completion of the Eleuthia 02 site inside Mount Namuli, I will formulate and propose a modified zygote selection plan within the week. Alright.
No room.
Alright, I believe we just keep going.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
I can do that in just a second, because... Oh, please tell me I didn't get stuck. There we go. Okay, I just want to make sure that we're not missing anything over here. Although it doesn't look like it. So, I think this is going to be Elizabeth her office, which will be nice. A lot of space over here, but no nothing of importance. Here we go. Elizabeth's office. All right.
Looks like it used to hold something. Some component that got removed.
products would benefit from antilopinae morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet...
And yet, I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
So Gaia... Oh, I did not want to... No. Nope, we're coming over here.
Though caprid forms show...
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
Okay. Now, what else do we got here? Come on, I know there's got to be more text documents. There we go.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Okay, so Gaia herself agreed to an override, which makes sense. That's why Hades was there as an override in case something went wrong.